Hi everyone, this is Abrar. Welcome to Abrar Knowledge channel. Today's topic is how we should handle the data when it is discrete to discrete. Discrete data is you all know that discrete data is also called attribute data. When you have attribute data, how we can do it? There are many ways we can do it. One, if you have only single line of text or single line of column, you can use one proportionate data. If you have two column, you can use two proportionate data, and you can also use chi square also as well. So this subject is very interesting and a little bit deeper, and I'm sure that at the end of this video you will definitely be able to get the full idea and full knowledge about chi square. And this is my 30-second video on lean six sigma. So in this one, what's on the menu today? I just picked up as I said, like we're gonna talk about what is chi square and when to use what tool, right? That is something I have also picked up. And the next one is when to use chi square particularly, and then example of male and female. We're gonna do two case studies and all that, and I will make the conclusions. So I picked up the reference from the Google. So it says that Wikipedia, I have taken the reference from the Wikipedia. It says chi square test, also called X square test, statistical hypothesis test that is valid to perform when the test statistic is chi square distributed under the null hypothesis. So this is the person, Pace is the person who invented this one. It's a wonderful theorem and wonderful concept within Lean Six Sigma, particularly Six Sigma. So you may also Google it out. We can also go to Wikipedia. You will get more specific ideas relating to chi square test. So in this one, the same Wikipedia, the down the page, it has the reference. It has given that 1 million opportunity of residents with four neighbors: neighbors A, neighbors B, neighbors C, and neighbors D. A random sample of 650 residents, this is the total resident of the city, is taken, and their occupation is recorded as white collar, blue collar, and no collar. The null hypothesis, you all know null hypothesis meaning like no difference, that each person neighborhood of residence is independent of the person occupations classification. The data are given below. So this is the data, the same data we will be doing it. So what the proportionate method is all about is just to give you a context. For example, this is the 90 30 30 sum up to 150. The same thing, if you do it in row wise, you will have 90 60 104 95. So you will get 349. So what we have to do is 150 into 349 divided by total opportunities we have. Here the total opportunities is 650, right? So we have to do, and you will get this one. Another formula is observed minus expected and whole square by expected. So you will get this value also as well. Another way, if you wanted to find out the freedom, this is something called, actually if you wanted to find this line, that is called freedom, no, degree of freedom. So you can also use these formula as well. So it is simple: number of rows minus 1, number of column minus 1. So you will get this value. For example, 3 minus 1 and 4 minus 1, you will get this one. And for example, 3 minus 1, you into that you got 2, and 4 minus 1, you got 3. 2 into 3 is 6. Okay, let me give you a little bit background before we go and discuss real practical example of discrete to discrete data. We will discuss more about it. If a data is this is very important element in the hypothesis. If your data, both the side, X is input side, in the Minitab language is called standby, that is called X. In the x-axis you have continuous data mean variable data, and y-axis also you have a variable data. Let's say in both the axes you have both variables, x is variable and y is variable. You can use scatter diagram. and and also you can do statistically, you can do regression equation and all that. The best example of this one, you have example of power. You wanted to how much the leak current happen with regards to the pressure, how much what is the relation between the current and voltage, what is the relation between voltage and power and all that. You can use when two variables are there in both the side, you can use this method, scatter diagram. Okay, let's say you have continuous data in x-axis and your y-axis is discrete data. And what you can use a t-test, you can use f-test, you can use z-test. You can basically use a graphical representation, which Minitab will give is histogram. You can use histogram, you can use r box plot, you can use in the Minitab. What you can use t-test. That means you can have compare to mean values. You can use f-test, and you can use z-test if you have three variables, and you can also use ANOVA, analysis of variances. So in this one, I have already talked about t-test. The Virat Kohli score and Sachin Tendulkar score, I compared it with the t-test. You can just have a watch that video, and I will also will be making more specifically on z-test, ANOVA, and f-test and all that in the future videos. And you have a discrete data in x-axis, and y-axis you have continuous data. Then you can use logistics regression. This also I will be making in future. And the last one is the discrete to discrete. You have this is the Pareto. You can do a graphical summary, or you can do one proportionate, two proportionate, and you can use chi-square as well. I hope you got this. So now in this one, we're going to talk about discrete. Our x is discrete and y is discrete. We're going to talk about more specifically chi-square. So to do that, I picked up two examples. One is practice exercise number one. Company wanted to know whether the proportion of consumer who return a survey could be increased by providing incentive or coupon or any form of incentive. So we're going to do an analyze data. I have already tabulated all the data in the Minitab. Just to give you a quick thing, in the Minitab you have basic statistic. In that, two proportionate data, you can feed like male employee how much we have. That's the column scheming we have. Female how much we have. From there we will be able to get to know. Another example I picked up, I will be doing this exercise directly in the Minitab. And practice exercise number two, you have sales of product in 4 different region is tabulated. So that you will find it in the Minitab, like east, west, north, south. And we need to find out which find out the male and female ratios, which is similar or not similar. We're gonna find it out. So we can also do chi-square also as well. So now in this one, let me go to Minitab. No, I will give a direct practical example in the Minitab. So let's say these two data I have. Okay, one data I have is males, females. East I have this many, but this many orders we have, and west we have this one, north we have, and south we have. And similarly, male and female ratio we have. So you need to go to start, and you can need to go to table, and you have chi-square test for association. Have a go and click it. So in this one, I'm going to give F3 because I have already done this exercise. I'm going to clear out everything. I will keep the window fresh. So I'll give F3. So it will delete all the data. It will keep the table ready. Yeah. And then you can give summarize table. So in this one, I'm going to pull all the values: east, west, north, south. So I'm going to stamp by observed for observed values. Yeah. And then you can go to statistic. It will give all this one. Chi-square is default. It is enabled, and I'm going to give okay. Okay. So what we have got, let me scroll down. What we have got. So we have got like male, and the same table like 50, 142, 131, the same thing we've got. We've also got the percentage also as well. You remember the formula how we have done? So we have done like 485, into 393 divided by 4457. Let me do this in calculator. I'm going to clear out everything, and I'm going to multiply 485, the sum of the entire value, male and female, 485 into the whole thing, east, west, north, south, 393 into 393. Okay, this is what the value we got, divided by, so I'm going to divide these value versus total opportunities, like 4457. So 42 point, okay, it has been rounded off, so that is how I got it, 42.76, that is 42.8. So in this one, what we have got, this one, let me close this window, 42.8, and then you have 146, and then this is a proportion 131, and so on. So here we can easily make out that I did not give all, but actually Minitab quickly calculates all also as well. 50, 142, 130, 170, 393, and then some of these things it calculates, it adds the column called all, right? So in this method, you can easily see that which proportion is heavy. You can easily that actually we can make out that 1518, this region is higher, that is coming from the west. Specifically is coming from the females. Females is buying more than male than any other regions. Like this, we can kind down specifically region wise which region is which region is having more sales and which gender is having more sales, also we can easily find it out. So this is one way. Another example I have taken is the same data. One data is how many in the showroom walked in, male, female. Male is 480, female is 740. Bought is 558 from the male, and female bought is 152. They did a purchase, yeah. So the same data you have here in the didn't buy, I have assigned as 0, and bought I have assigned as 0, I mean 1. So and then how much data I have? I have a data of, I have 480 data here. So 480 data here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that test. So there are two ways. Either you can do directly from the chi-square, or if you wanted to know the ratio of male and female, you can also do with the statistic also as well. Let's do two method together. Yeah, one is to proportionate data. I'm going to give F3, and then column in own column. Yeah, so this is male, this is female. I'm going to give okay. Okay, or I can give, okay, so I can give okay. Maybe I can do this method also as well. Directly I can go to chi-square and do that. So that's easiest way to do it. Chi-square, and I'll pick it up and give F3. It will clear out everything. I can go to summarize in the table. So I'm going to summarize the male and female. The best part is here we can anchor that x-axis also as well. That's one method which is more more beneficial for us. For example, we can also stamp, for example, let's say I have just given male and female, but I've not told it how much walk in, how much bought we didn't I didn't give. Let's say if I give like this, it will give 1 and 2. It will assign that column, I mean row number 1, row number 2. So if you wanted to stamp these, instead of 1 and 2, I wanted to say 1 referred to walk in, 2 referred to bought. What I can do is I can give control E. It will go to this window. So it will fetch from the last edit dialog, where I can give row. Row name is showroom. Can give okay. So here the same data, now the X has been stamped. Yeah, walk in 480. Okay, very good. Female is 740, and bought, how much bought? 58, and this thing. the same thing will be proportionate. So what it does, uh, how it does, 438 into 1220 divided by 1430, same goes like this. So for this one, 892 into 1220 divided by 1430, and then it goes on. So what else we have got? We have got the p value and all that. So this is how we can easily deal with chi-square. And let me conclude this topic. So I hope that chi-square, when you have a discrete and discrete data, how we can manage that one. Another one is Minitab. We also done that chi-square. You need to go to stat, and then in the stat you can go to tables. In the tables you can find out chi-square or x square also you can find. So from there you will be able to navigate and get this one. When to use what? We say continuous data. If you have, you can use scatter. When you have discrete data, you can use the chi-square. So if you want this material, and you can feel free to comment me, and I will definitely be able to put them all the material in some common location like Google Drive and all that. I can share the material also as well. I hope the this video was very useful for you. Please stay tuned for more upcoming videos, and please do encourage me by liking and subscribing my channel. Have a nice day ahead.